Decoded.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're doing something a bit special, a book decoded journey. We're looking at a book that really challenges a fear many of us have: loneliness.
Yeah, it's Enrique Miralda's Fear of Loneliness.
Mm-hmm.
Become your best company.
And it takes a pretty interesting angle, doesn't it?
It really does. It sort of flips the script on how we usually think about being alone. The book asks, what if loneliness isn't this big problem we need to avoid?
Mm-hmm.
What if it's actually an opportunity?
An opportunity. Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's unpack that because, society seems to constantly tell us the opposite, right? From when we're kids.
Oh, totally. It drills in this idea being surrounded by people equals happy. Being alone equals, failure almost.
You see it everywhere. Movies, social media ads. It's always about having someone there. It gets ingrained.
Exactly. But that's where Miralda makes this really crucial distinction. He says, look, being alone, that's just an external thing, a physical state.
Okay.
But feeling alone, that's internal.
Yeah.
That's an experience inside you. You can be in a massive crowd and still feel utterly alone.
Right. I think everyone's felt that at some point.
And the book argues that feeling, the internal loneliness, often isn't about missing other people. It's more about being disconnected from yourself.
From yourself. Okay, so if that's the real issue, how do we tap into this opportunity you mentioned? Where's the upside?
Well, the potential is huge, according to the book. When you learn to manage solitude, be alone without feeling lonely, it can seriously boost your self-esteem.
How so?
By giving you space to actually hear yourself think, I suppose, to understand what you really want and feel. It enhances creativity, too.
Because you're not so caught up in what others think.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
It frees you from that constant need for external validation, for approval, and that makes you emotionally stronger. The book points to figures like Leonardo da Vinci or even Buddha.
Right, people who found inspiration in solitude.
Yeah, their clarity often came from that focused, uninterrupted time alone. It wasn't just about being physically alone, it was about that mental space.
Okay, so it sounds good in theory, but how do you actually do that? How do you shift from automatically fearing solitude to seeing it as something, useful?
Introspection is key. The book really emphasizes learning to listen to your own voice, separate from all the mental clutter.
The worries, the expectations.
Yeah, all that noise.
Yeah.
Miralda suggests some practical things, like journaling, or just sitting in silence for a bit each day. Even taking aimless walks.
Without your phone, maybe.
Definitely without distractions. It's about deliberately creating space to reconnect with your inner self. And also, really importantly, changing how you talk to yourself internally.
Ah, the self-talk. Treating yourself with more respect.
With love and respect, yeah. Like you would a good friend. It sounds simple, but it's powerful.
And I guess if you build that inner foundation, that self-respect, it must change how you interact with other people too.
Oh, absolutely. It changes everything about relationships. If you aren't scared of being alone, you don't cling to people out of, necessity or fear.
You're not just trying to fill a void?
Exactly. The book has this line, something like, there is no worse loneliness than being with someone and feeling alone. Which is so true, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah.
So when you're comfortable with your own company, you choose relationships from a place of freedom. Because you want to share your time, not because you need anyone to be there. It's connection from fullness, not from lack.
That makes a lot of sense. What about doing things alone, like going out? So many people avoid that.
Yeah, the book encourages challenging that. Going to a cafe alone, or the movies, or even traveling solo, it's presented not as sad, but as like a powerful act of self-sufficiency.
It proves you don't need someone else to validate your experiences.
Exactly. You learn to enjoy things on your own terms. And honestly, sometimes those solo experiences are incredibly rich because you're just fully present.
But there's a balance, right? The author isn't saying become a hermit.
No, definitely not. That's a crucial point. He draws a clear line. Being alone is fine, but being isolated is not. It's not about shutting the world out.
It's about choice.
It's about finding a healthy equilibrium, keeping those meaningful connections you value, but without losing that inner peace, that strength you found in your own company.
So this deep dive into fear of loneliness really shifts the perspective. Loneliness isn't something we just have to, put up with. It can actually be a gift.
A space you consciously choose.
Uh-huh.
And the core message is just so empowering, I think. It boils down to, you don't need anyone else to feel complete. You are enough.
You are enough, just as you are. That's a powerful takeaway. So maybe the question for you listening is, how might truly embracing your own company start to reshape the choices you make, even small ones, in your life? Something to think about this week.